camera going? Oh shit. Alright. Make sure it's right. No. Video. No. Alright.
I'm not sure.
Okay. We can see you. Alright, that should be good. You see it? Good?
Yeah, I see it perfectly.
Okay.
He's right in there.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, ready? Alright, sorry.
Hey, bro, you got them little quick hands. I saw your fingers. I was like, damn, bro. I was like, he did that a little too good. I was like, damn, the little nubs could work, boy. Put him in that work.
Yeah, kind of short. Alright, let's get it going, bro.
Yeah, okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Vendor Spotlight. It's your boy Jay with Crazy Loco. Got my boy Spinny over here.
What up, y'all? Back at it.
Yeah, I've got a special guest today, Mr. Johnny Billionaire.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
What's going on, bro?
What's going on?
Chilling, bro.
Big G.
Yeah.
So this is our boy Johnny. For those who don't know, Johnny's currently working on Spinny Brand Co. Printing and getting all the merch out. He's been doing a great job. He brought some samples to show us. You're gonna show the camera, bro.
Yeah.
You show them right here.
That's the one he's got on right now.
Right here. See.
I love that colorway, bro.
Yeah.
I love the cream. I don't know something about cream.
This
Call
cream
to me.
and red ones are probably this one and the black one are probably my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how this one looks like a freaking stop sign or a street sign.
Yeah, that looks dope, bro.
Yeah. So I worked hard on these designs, man, and he brought them to life. I love that one just because it looks so clean.
Yeah.
The one I wore, the sample I wore,
Yeah.
it already got dirty, bro.
It gives me that.
He got some
Bro.
chicken on it.
Oh, man.
That one gives me the Calvin Klein vibes, bro.
Right?
Oh, I didn't even think
Yeah,
of that.
so it's so clean
so
and
clean.
simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, I did what I did when I was doing research on clothing brands. I wanted simplicity, at least for the first run
Yeah.
and for the main logo.
Mhm.
And that was one of the ones I looked at. And Michael Kors ones, like all those top level brands, they're just all very simple.
Yeah.
It's like that
Yeah.
pencil font, right?
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
a lot that goes into that.
So like I bought that. It's the font I bought. It came in 3 different versions.
Mhm.
So like a regular, a light. You saw
Yeah.
a light, a regular, then like a heavy, and then like a heavy bold.
Yeah.
So like there's different versions. That's why the way I did the logo, it kind of got increasingly thicker toward the back end.
When he was sending me like samples and stuff and
Yeah.
like what my thoughts were, and I was like, bro, I was kind of speechless because this man got down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I worked
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
And even you, I can send you samples too.
Yeah.
Like, what you think about this? Give me opinions. And the hardest thing to do is the monogram. Oh, bro. That
Which
took-
one was that one, bro?
The monogram, just to like for the little logo on the
Oh,
T.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
So
I
that
just-
was pretty much this.
Yeah.
That in a
Mhm.
nutshell, just solid. So those that can see. Show the camera. That like this, pretty much the monogram, except it's just the Co and Spinny Brand on top. So, let's try to put one right there so I can see.
I love this, bro. It's so
Yeah.
so well
I
done.
know. Where'd you get those done at?
Do you remember his name is Ray?
Right.
Do you remember his business name?
I know him just as Ray.
I think it's Hugo Printing. That's what the number they called me. But I'll get the information. I'll send it to you, and I'll post it for y'all. So if y'all want to
Any
get your
printouts and stuff, he's good. He's good too.
$95 for 1,000,
Yeah.
double
Oh,
sided.
yeah.
Cheapest in the game, bro.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
quality's there.
Quality's good. You can
Yeah,
get
those
matte
are
or glossy.
socks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so.
Bro, I found this guy a while back. He had asked me. I found this guy on like Facebook or something randomly,
Yeah.
and then he reached out to me, and I was like, "Well, ever since then, I
Yeah.
think we've been using for
Mhm.
anything, right? For this kind of stuff."
Yeah, he's
Right,
yeah.
Yeah.
He's 13 minutes away from me. He's in Euless,
Yeah.
so he's probably not too far from you either.
Yeah.
So, but he's a cool dude, and like I said, I'll put him out there.
Yeah.
But you, bro, how long you been printing for? You've been printing my stuff, I know, for at least a year.
Man, I started in 2000. Say right before COVID. What was that? 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
COVID was 2020. Yeah, probably like a year before COVID. A buddy of mine's sister owned the screen printing shop, and I went to work for her. And man, I fell in love with it, bro. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've already, did like graffiti and stuff like that, and me and my two cousins that we made this company. We've been wanting to make the clothes, the merch and stuff. Trying to bring back the graffiti clothing because
Yeah.
there used to be a big one back early 2000s. It's called tribal wear.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if y'all remember
Yeah,
that.
I do.
It was
Yeah.
real old, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't ever see anybody wear that anymore, you know, and stuff like that. So we just wanted to bring something back to the community, you know what I'm saying, especially the graffiti community, because there's a lot of people out there that do graffiti, but a lot of people are frowned upon it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But now, there's a lot of people out there making good money off of it, you know, doing murals and shit like that for businesses and shit like that. So
that's good.
But about 2019, I got into the business with her, and then COVID hit, and everything shut down. So
It changed everything.
Yeah, it did. So I just started doing like digital stuff, and then a little after COVID hit, she shut down the business, and she started doing RV repairs with her husband. And their business started blowing up, so she hit me up one day and was like, "Hey, bro, you want to buy this equipment?" And I was like, "Shit, how much?" She told me a price, and I was like, "Shit, yeah, I got it."
Yeah.
So I bought it, and then I didn't on the cool. Still haven't even got to use it because it was hard trying to find a shop, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like I remember back in the day, because we've had shops before with like cars and stuff. You could go rent a shop. The price wasn't the problem. It was now they want your credit and they want bank statements and all that stuff. Before you could just go rent a fucking open shop, like nothing, just as long as you got the first and last rent, and you ain't messing up their property. They're cool with it. But now everybody's doing credit checks, and they want to see you pay the rent, regardless. And I was just starting out, fresh business, so no shop wanted to give me a shot. I'm cool.
Yeah.
So, but then the girl I used to work for, not a girl, she's a lady. She used to outsource some of her stuff to this guy that I work with now. His name is Matt, got Suburban Screen Printing. And I got real cool with him, man, and he one day I needed to print some stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, come on to the shop." I started talking to him.
Yep.
And he was like, "Man, why don't you just come print out here, bro? Like, I'll let you use the equipment. You know how to use everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool with it. Like, I'll just charge you, whatever I need to charge you."
Yeah.
I was like, "Shit, hell yeah!" So ever since then, I've just been printing out of there.
It's dope, bro.
Yeah.
It makes it so much more convenient.
Nah, yeah, for real. Sure. Yeah.
And I'm sure there's not a whole lot of like bosses or business owners that will let you run your business
you
out
know
of his own.
Yeah, out of their own.
Yeah.
Out of their own business, let alone.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially the same type of business.
Yeah. But he's cool, man. On the cool, he's got his automatic press and his manual press. I use a manual press. He hardly uses it. And then the DTG machine, like this is direct to garment.
Okay.
So, and he hardly uses that thing. So I use that thing more than he does.
Oh,
he's like, "Man, as long as it's running, you're running it." He's like, "I don't care." You know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
Yeah, he's a cool dude, man.
So he does the automatic screen print then himself.
Yeah,
That's what he prefers.
Yeah, I mean, he'll do manual stuff too, like if it's a small order.
Yeah.
But I mean, everything he does is basically like school stuff.
Oh.
Like he does all the schools of Fort Worth, Euless, fucking Saginaw, probably over here in Grand Prairie.
Wow.
I mean, he's got all kinds of school contracts.
Yeah.
He's constantly printing stuff up for school. Volleyball team, football team, baseball team, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff. And then he plays hockey, so he's got like all the hockey leagues around. He makes all their stuff. Like,
Dang, bro.
Yeah.
So that business is booming right there.
That pretty business, damn.
Yeah, bro. He actually makes some pretty good money, bro. He doesn't look like it at all. Like when you see him, man, you think he's like a bummy dude, bro.
It's usually the case.
He's real scruffy, you know what I'm saying? But he's cool, man. He's cool, bro. He's real humble. I like him. So.
It seems like there's always the richest people, the ones that kind of just chill, but they're not trying to flaunt it. They just, but they got it.
Yeah.
So you won't know they got it, but they got it.
Yeah.
So that's what's up, man. That's cool. And you've been printing our stuff for what, a year now? At least my stuff for a year, because it's Christmas time. 2021 is when you did my first Euroc shirts.
Yep.
And then we did my Fan Expo shirts.
Yeah.
He did his too.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Fan Expo shirts for them.
So they came out good and they're
Yeah.
real good.
Yeah, everybody knew the purple, bro. They said,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah, those are dope, bro. I love those.
People will ask me, do you have them for sale or whatever? I was like, I just made it for the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially the logo. I love the logo.
Yeah.
I think if you're like put out there like, hey, gonna have a shirt run, I think people will buy.
Yeah, I, for whatever reason, bro, like I told Johnny, I was like, I just need it for the crew for this event.
Yeah.
And of course, he already knew what it was.
Yeah.
And then, bro, right now, I even told you, I was like, man, you're the guy for whatever I get done in the future. And we just so happened we're working on the new logo.
Yeah.
Oh,
And so, yeah, that's why I haven't done anything because I'm like, I'm going to wait for the new logo to get released and then we'll go from there. So, we'll be in touch soon.
I think that logo looks sick, like a black or white shirt though.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
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 So, but, so you got any goals for your screen printing, like in general, just for yourself?
Man, the biggest goal right now, hopefully in the next couple months, I'm gonna get a house, my own house again, because I moved back with my parents with all my stuff I'm going through.
Yeah.
But get my own house again, and hopefully I can set everything up in the garage and I can work from home. And
You got your own equipment, right?
Yeah. I got a four or six color. I think it's 4-color press. Yeah, 4-color manual press.
Okay.
I got the oven. I got the screen burner. I got everything.
That's what's up.
But like I said, I just never got to use it. You know.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine is talking about buying it, but I mean, even if he does, I plan on getting new equipment anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like financing all new equipment anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's not gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
As long as you're working it, it's
Exactly.
Paid, so.
Put it to good
And then
use.
with me being at my house, cause like earlier, you know, with the dogs, I breed my bullies.
Mhm.
So that's what I was doing before. You know, I was always at my house, especially with my dogs. You know, breeding, taking care of my dogs, whelping litters. You know, whelping other people's litters. You know what I'm saying? Like, so me working from home, I'm cool. I'm a homebody, so
Yeah.
if I could take care of my dogs and print shirts all day, man, I'm good.
Yeah. Right.
Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You know what I'm saying?
It's always working, bro.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about the dogs. Like, how did that start up?
Man, I got into the dogs like 2014, I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2014. A buddy of mine, man, told me about it, really. I seen his dog, and, you know, I was like, man, it's not a pit. Like, what is it? You know, it's like, it's an American Bully. They're kind of like pits, but they're beefed up. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like designer pit bulls is what they call them. So I was like, man, they're pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what do they go for? You know, I'm like, a couple racks, you know, this and that. And I was like, a couple racks. And I was like, all right. I was like, can you breed them, you know, sell the puppies for a couple racks, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I was like, well, shit, you know. In my head, money started clicking. Like, I just started seeing dollar signs, so I was like, well, what, like, a lot of people into this, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro, it's starting to blow up. Like, back then, there wasn't as many people as there's now, no way, but the community was still big all over the U.S., but now it's kind of flooded, you know, like everybody wants to be a breeder, you know what I'm saying, which is nothing wrong with it, but I mean, it takes away from the people that, you know, like actually like have their heart in it and breed, because when we breed, we're breeding to make a better version of the dog, you know what I'm saying? Take out flaws or inconsistencies with the bloodlines, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be an underbite or, you know, a short tail, kink tail, you know what I'm saying? Better rears, you know, anything like that, you know. We breed to make a better version of the dog, you know. And there's some people that just breed just for the money, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, unfortunately, those dogs, like, man, I've seen some people's yards and, like, their dogs are, like, you know, like, bro, you're not taking care of your dog. They're just there for, you know, breeding purposes. Like, we act like, why not? The people I've messed with, you know, we actually love our dogs, and they're like family, you know what I'm saying? So they get fucking burgers on their birthdays and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And all kinds. I mean, you know, we take care of our dogs, you know what I'm saying? But,
I know every story you told me. I know you love your dogs. Like, do you keep yours? Once you know. How many do you have?
Man, at one point I had like 20-something.
I remember you told me you had a lot.
Yeah, man, I had my whole living room full of cages, bro.
That's crazy.
Crates, you know, but they were constantly outside all day, you know. Like, they were only in the crates really like when we were gone or when we weren't home, we had to go do something, put them up or whatever. Or especially at night when they go to sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They all go to sleep in their crates,
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Now I'm down to 8.
8, yeah.
I sold a lot of dogs. I had some trouble, legal problems or whatever. I sold a bunch of dogs to get right or whatever.
Yeah.
Put them in good homes.
That's good.
Cause I just don't sell my dogs to anybody. I don't want to sell to anybody.
I was just about to ask that.
Yeah, I make sure that they're gonna be in a nice home, and I mean even if it's an apartment, I mean it's still an apartment. You know what I'm saying? But as long as I know you're gonna take them out when they need to, go play with them, like, cause they don't need to be cooped up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got so much energy, and they got an amazing personality. They're real caring and loving. Like they'll show their affection to you. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro. So I'm down to 8, and once I start breeding again, man, I'll be back up to 20 or more. I got let's see, 1, 2, 4 females that I've been waiting to breed. 3 of them are the same bloodline. One's from my original bloodline that I created, which is Trunks line. That's Billionaire Bullies. Trunks line, that's me. So it'll always be me and nobody else. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah. Those 3 females, once I breed them, I mean they'll be pretty pricey. My bloodlines, I don't charge a lot on my bloodline because I mean that's what I created. That's my blood. That's I feel like I still invest a lot of money into my dogs, but so when I started, I wasn't so deep as I am now with my other bloodline. My other bloodline, they come off a dog that's his name is Little Mayo. That's the blood. That's what they originated from. Yeah. And he got sold to China for $250,000. Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
then the other dog, he's a Little Mayo son, which is the dad to the main mom that I have. He got sold to Thailand for $100,000.
Dang.
So that bloodline's real rich, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, don't get me wrong, the pups are going to be pretty expensive. They'll probably start anywhere from like $3,000 to $5,000.
Yeah.
And skyrocket. But I mean, I know not everybody can purchase a freaking $10,000 dog. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I do payment plans. I work deals. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's cool.
As long as I know they're going to a good home, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't tripping.
What's your criteria like for knowing who to go to and if they are going to go to a good home? Like how do you determine that?
I look at the home, of course, where they live. The area they live in.
Yeah.
Of course, the backyard. What environment they're going to be in is the most important thing first. You know what I'm saying? And then of course I'll talk consistently with the customer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's like a process before.
Yeah. Just try to get to know them, feel them out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, I got a pretty good judgment on people. You know what I'm saying? I've been around a lot of bad people, a lot of good people. I can tell.
Yeah.
What kind of. I don't know. I've always been a people person. You know what I'm saying? So I can
good
tell
judgment of character.
Good judgment of character. Exactly. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
So.
And that's good. I think that's good to have. Surround yourself around good people. That's what we always try to do.
Yeah.
And everything, So, you have any dogs?
Man, I'm just, I've always liked American Bullies, bro, and I knew they were pricey.
Yeah.
And I knew, obviously, I knew that's what his business was in. And, bro, the prices he's saying,
I know.
I've seen them. I've seen documentaries, and I was just like, it's all about the bloodline, bro.
Yeah.
And one thing that really, really got my attention at one point was the stud services. Holy crap. Just in that. Like, so basically, let's say he's got, a stud and somebody wants to mate right with his stud. That fee in itself, depending on the bloodline, is expensive just to have him, like, basically prostitute the dog. It's crazy, bro.
Pimping dogs.
And I saw a whole documentary on this, and I was mind blown. So when he's saying all this, I'm just recalling all those things I've seen.
We're in the dog OnlyFans, bro.
Like, I got a couple stud fees I'm still paying on to this day. You know?
Yeah,
wow.
So, yeah, like the one in Florida that I'm gonna breed to, he was 5,000 to breed to. I got one with my buddy Joe Salas. He's like, man, he's a big mini English bulldog breeder. His dog Sancho, his was 5,000.
Wow.
You know, let's see. And the other two dogs I'm gonna breed to, they're like 3,500. You know what I'm saying? So that's
That shit adds up.
10, 16, 17,000 right there just in stud fees. You know what I'm saying?
Told you, man.
That's not even no puppies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just dog semen. You know?
Absolutely.
I mean, we want to be blunt about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just.
That same documentary I saw,
Yeah.
they're talking about that, and then they're comparing it to like people would understand like bulls, like same thing livestock.
Oh,
they do the same thing, even more so on some of those bloodlines, even more pricey. But yeah, it's big money. It's
Yeah,
big
like
money
not too long ago, I think there was a horse that sold for like 1.8 million or something like that because he was like from a champion bloodline, you know, show bloodline horse. Yeah.
Wow.
Like 1.8 million or it could have been more than that. I don't know, but yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean,
I knew there's money. I know, right? We're in the toy business.
Yeah.
But is it get overwhelming, man? Just having all them dogs.
Not really. On the cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, whelping is probably the hardest part of the business because a lot of people don't understand that. You know.
Explain it, because I remember you telling me when first.
They're like babies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course, it's not the lifespan of a baby, you know, because they grow within a year. But when they're first born, the first 2 weeks, they have to eat every 2 hours, around the clock, 24/7. So, I mean, you're there, you know, with an alarm, you know, every 2 hours on a schedule, like, they gotta eat. And I've had people, like, you know, come to me and like they see my dogs and they're like, man, your puppies are always so thick, they're all so full.
Yeah.
You know, how do you get them like that? I'm like, man, I make them eat for them full 2 hours. Like, cause you can, you know, you grab them, you latch them onto the titty or whatever, and they'll eat. They'll, you know, doze off, fall off or whatever, or they'll try to, you know, squirm around. And those first 2 weeks, they don't have no senses. Yeah. It's just their nose. Mm-hmm. So the only sense they got is smell. And that texture on their nose, so you have, you know, you rub them against the mom. They know the mom's smell already, and once they get to that, they get that sense of the tit. They latch on. Yeah. So they fall off. You know, they can't see, they don't hear. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. So that's so crazy. Yeah. So you're constantly sitting there, you know, making sure all of them are latched. And I mean, the mom only has 8 tits, so you have like a huge litter. Like I've seen some people have like 12, 13, 14 pups. You know, you're switching out. Yeah. You're sitting there switching, you know, let this eat some, take them off, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, it's a grind, bro.
That's some work right there.
Those first 2 weeks, it's a lot of sleepless nights, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, it pays off in the end, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Man, I couldn't imagine being up every 2 hours. So do you feed them for 2 hours straight, or just every 2 hours they eat?
No, I feed them for... they latch on for 2 hours. If they fall off, I'm there for a full 2 hours. Yeah. As soon as that 2 hours ends, they go into the we call it a whelper box. Yeah. Or depending on the breed, because like bulldogs and Frenchies, they need incubators. You know, because they got to have a temperature and oxygen and all that stuff. That's why I predominantly breed bullies because they don't need. There's a lot of necessities that they don't need compared to bulldogs and Frenchies. Yeah. But we put them in the whelping box. We'll have like heat lamps, you know what I'm saying, so they're warm. And a lot of times the mom stays in there with them, but sometimes you can't keep the mom in there, you know, because sometimes the moms are too overly protective. They'll sit on the dog or lay on the dog, you know, and boom, dog's dead, you know. But excuse me. But and then for those 2 hours they're asleep, the mom sleeps for 2 hours. Yeah. You know. Shit, you sleep for 2 hours.
You just sleep?
Yeah. When I had my setup, man, I had an air mattress right there. The mom, she would sleep on her little bed next to me, and then I had the whelping box right there. As soon as that alarm goes off, I'm up. Yeah. Come on, wake up the mom. She already knows. Open the little gate. She walks in there, lays down, and you know, there's good moms and there's bad moms too, bro. Yeah. So, like that's the thing about breeding. You know, you always wait till after the first. at least the first heat. You can always breed on the second heat. Some
Yeah.
people wait because, I mean, they're just, I mean, they're females. You know, they're just like females. If a young girl gets, you know, like a 15-year-old gets pregnant early, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't know what to do. You know, she's still immature. You know, not really immature, but she's just not mature enough. You know, and the dog could be like that too.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like don't want to feed them. You know, don't want to clean them up. You know, stuff like that. And I mean, I've even seen some where like they weren't ready, they eat the puppies. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And just kill the whole litter. You know,
Yeah.
so they don't have to deal with it. So, but yeah, I always wait at least 2 heats, two or 3 heats. Let them mature, let them live a little. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I'll breed them.
Okay.
That way they're more mature, they're more calm. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't never had a bad litter. I've never had puppies die on any of my litters. You know, thank God. You know,
Yeah.
knock on wood, but
For sure.
I mean, I take pride in what I do, so you know.
For sure.
It shows.
Yeah. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that old saying, you get what you put in. You know?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
for real.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
What do you think has been the most challenging thing for you? With the dogs? Like just breeding?
With the dogs?
Yeah.
Man, on the cool,
Yeah.
right now, the elements. Like, right now, my dogs stay outside. So,
Oh, okay.
when the winter and summer comes,
Yeah.
you know.
It's gotta be hard.
Yeah, bro, it's hard. I lost one this year due to the summer heat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's easier to keep them cool than keep them cool like or warm in the winter. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you can bundle them up. You know, like I buy them all sweaters. I go to the thrift store and buy little baby sweaters.
Yeah,
or
that's smart.
toddler sweaters. You know, and they fit perfectly. So I buy sweaters, but if it gets like below freezing or whatever, you know, I put them on the patio. I block it off with tarps and everything, and space heaters. You know what I'm saying? For right now,
Yeah.
until I get my house, and then I can actually build the facility I want to build where they're indoors.
Yeah.
You know?
Are you gonna have like a dedicated room for them?
Yeah, they'll have their own
wing?
their own house, their own building.
Yeah. Like in the back or in the house?
No, in the back.
In the back.
I'll build their own little facility. Like they'll have their individual little spaces, probably like 4x4 spaces or 5x5 spaces.
Yeah.
So they have a little room to walk around and stuff. And then the walls, they'll have little doors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they could go outside. It'll be like a little kennel run. You know what I'm saying? So if they want to get some air, and then of course, when we train them, you know, train them for the shows, you know, we let them all outside. You know, put them on the tables, make sure they stack properly, you know, shit like that.
It's so interesting, right?
I know.
It's so cool. It's cool.
I'm learning.
Yeah. It's exciting too. Like, I'm like, he's telling me this, and I again, bro. Like I've seen these dogs, and they're amazing.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen one in person?
None.
Those stout little suckers, bro. Yeah, and they're short.
Yeah.
They look nice.
Actually, yeah, my barber had a couple.
Big old heads, bro.
Yeah,
Big
they're
old,
massive. Yeah.
They open their mouth to like yawn, and you're like, golly, look like a shark.
Yeah.
Like all up in there, bro.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, bro, maybe about 2-3 years ago, I was driving through like in some neighborhoods, the back alleys, like that. I saw one just running around. I was like, man, he's beautiful. Somebody's gonna take him. And sure enough, bro, like I want to say somebody had posted him. You know, like in some of the neighborhood like Facebook groups.
Oh yeah.
Somebody had posted a picture of him.
Yeah.
And the owner got him quick because he was chipped and whatever. So they were quick to help him out or whatever. But
That's
still,
good.
there's a lot of people that aren't that honest. That will take it. And,
People are so quick to steal dogs. It's crazy.
Bro. Like not even like a couple years ago, I got a buddy who I co-own a dog with. And he houses them, take care of them, you know what I'm saying? But I breed them, you know?
Yeah.
And he called me one day and he was like, dude, I can't find him. What are you talking about? He's like, I let him out and he's gone. And I'm like, nah, bro. I was like, come on, bro. He was like, bro, I've been looking everywhere. I've walked all the neighborhood screaming his name, this and that. And then I was like, all right, dude. I was like, don't worry. I'll let me get my shit together. You know, I'll be on the way. We'll go look for him. He's like, all right. And sure enough, he sent me a picture. And I guess like the same thing, some kind of neighborhood watch, somebody sent it, they're like, hey, we found this dog.
Yeah.
And he contacted that person or whatever, and he was like, hey, that's my dog, you know, this and that. And he was like, well, how do I know it's your dog?
Yeah.
You know, he was like, man, I was like, my buddy, he's on his way with his paperwork, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got, like, he's like, send me some pictures of y'all with the dog or something.
Yeah.
And he started sending pictures. He's like, all right, cool. And then when we met up with them, because they, obviously, like, they picked up the dog, took him home.
Yeah.
And then they went to go eat dinner.
Mm.
And so we had to wait for them to finish eating or
Yeah.
whatever. And we met them up at their house, you know. And we got the dog and we were talking to him. He's like, bro, he's like, after you called me, he's like, I had like 10 calls, people saying that was their dog.
Of course. Yeah.
Like, you know
It's
what I'm
so
saying?
shady,
Like,
bro.
Dude,
Yeah.
for real? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, because he's like, we were driving it and he was like, well, when did y'all pick him up? Like, and he told him the time and my homeboy was like, bro, I had just let him out at that same time.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, maybe the gate was open or something, you know? He's like, he just, like, literally let him out the back, and he was like, you know, I think they were, like, cooking dinner or something, you know, so he was like, I was like 10, 20 minutes, and he was like, I
That's
went to
all
go
it
get
needs.
him, and he was like, and then that's when he's like, man, he must have went straight to the front, like, you know what I'm saying, and they had passed by, and the guy was like, yeah, I knew what kind of dog it was, and I seen him, so I was like, that's why I picked him up, like, I was like, I'd rather us pick him up, like, we're at least honest people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, than somebody with bad intentions. Yeah.
And he was like, we would have never got that nigga back, you know?
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, I've heard stories, bro, like, not just those, but like different pits and stuff too, that just get taken because they're so friendly.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like so intimidated.
No, that's the thing too.
They're
Like,
friendly,
like even at my house, like
Yeah.
if you're on the outside of the fence,
Yeah.
you know, they'll bark and storm at you, like want to get to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're on the outside, so you're looking at their territory.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So they don't
But
like
as soon as you go in the backyard, if I let them out and they're in the backyard, man, they're gonna come up to you, roll around on you,
play with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like they're the nicest dogs, but they will protect their home. You know what I'm saying?
And
Yeah.
I feel like that's how a lot of dogs are.
Yeah.
My dad's dog, he was a king. He was kind of like that. But he got out one time, and my dad had to chase him. He was a big, I mean, we didn't even know what he was, because we thought he was like a boxer pit mix, but he wasn't. He was like something else.
He's probably like a mastiff or something.
Yeah, something like that. But he was a good dog, though.
Those things are huge.
But when he was young, he was abused when he was a baby.
Yeah.
So he was still kind of passive whenever, or timid, I mean, whenever my dad got him. He ran off one time, dad chased him. He caught him, but he fought him. They had to like shove his hand down his throat to get him to relax, because he was trying to bite him.
Yeah.
And then after that, like he like, okay, he's like, all right, yeah, I respect you now. And then he didn't get out again. Just recently, there's this dog that kept getting like into my dad's yard, or like just like kind of walking around, Pomeranian, like a little Pomeranian, and dad took him in because he's like, oh, it's like a stray, right? And then apparently it was like one of the neighbor's dogs. So they came, they found out, hey, do we have your dog? Dad's like, yeah, we have your dog. So he gave it to a lady, and dad loves dogs. He has like 4 dogs right now. His king died. King already passed.
Yeah.
He was old, but he has like 4 little dogs. Now he has a cat that he adopted, bro. Like this cat just started chilling in his yard, and now he's like, well, he has a cat now. He's a cat owner. Well, that dog came one time, and then dad's like, well, you need to watch your dog off, blah blah blah. And they're like, yeah, we're sorry, and they took it home. Happened again. Like it just kept happening. This dog kept wandering over to my dad's, till finally I think they just gave it to dad.
Oh, wow.
Because they're like, yo, like, the lady stopped taking care of it. The husband is, I guess, is never home.
Yeah.
So they just like, dad ended up taking it, and they didn't really need another dog, so they gave it to his sister-in-law, and so she takes it. She lives, she works for a storage facility, and she actually have a place where she lives in, where she was working, and she was working there, and she let the dog out in the fence. Single P, and she was inside, and they jacked the dog from the gate. Yeah, they pulled him from the gate.
That's messed up.
So they don't know who it was. She saw it, and they don't know who it was because he took off.
Yeah.
But the dog's gone. Like,
Oh,
so like
man.
my dad feels guilty because like he finally took his dog in. You know, he promised he was going to have a good home, all this and that, and now it's jacked by. I mean, it's in the hood, so you don't know who took it. Homeless person, just somebody who wanted a dog.
That neighbor 2 houses down.
Yeah.
You know,
Sometimes
we don't
it's
know.
like that, right? They're like, I
bro.
want that one. Yeah.
And me and my dad actually were out there because he's like, if it was a homeless guy on a bike, then he's got to be within the area.
Yeah.
So we went to eat one time, and then we drove around for like 30 minutes, just kind of looking. I'm like, Dad, you're not going to find. At this point, like 2 weeks down the line, you're not going to find it.
Yeah.
So but he was heartbroken. He's like,
Yeah,
oh
I
man,
believe it.
he felt like he let him down. The dog.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So, but just some people just aren't meant to be pet owners. Because I know some family friends that they've gone through multiple dogs that they just can't hold on to them. They either get lost, they run away, or they give them away because they don't want to deal with the what comes with owning a dog.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's happened. It's happened before.
Yeah.
I've had some bad customers too with dogs, man. They bought a dog and, at first, they were paying on them. I let them take them. Of course, I keep the paperwork till they finish paying them, you know what I'm saying? And then, he just stopped paying me, and I was like, man, what's going on? He started ignoring my calls, blocked me, this and that. And I got hold of his brother because they both bought a dog at the same time. And he was like, man, bro, I'm cool. He was like, I don't fuck with him no more. Like me and my brother fell out, so whatever y'all got going on with the dog, he's like, but I'll give you his number, his girl's number or whatever. Yeah. And sure enough, I got a hold of him, and he was like, man, he's like, you sold me a sick dog and this and that and blah blah blah. And I was like, how'd I sell you a sick dog? Like, in the contract, it states you got 48 hours to take him to the vet to get a health check. Yeah. And you called me at the vet, and the vet said the dog was healthy. Yeah. So now he's sick, 3 months down the line. I was like, bro, that's on you. Yeah, that's no longer on you. You're not taking care of your dog. Yeah. And he was like, well, I'm not paying you for the rest of this and that. And I'm like, well, if you're not going to pay, that's cool. Give me back my dog. Yeah. And he's like, no, I'm not giving you back the dog. I'm like, all right, bro, look, we can go about this the easy way or the hard way, you know? You can give me back my dog, you can call it even, I'm not giving you no money back. There's no refunds. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But either you give me the dog and you don't have to worry about it no more. I'll take care of him, or I'll get law enforcement, because that's technically still my dog. Yeah. I have his paperwork. He's in my name. Yeah. I don't want to go this route, but if I have to, I will. You know? Legally, I'll go the legal route if I have to. Yeah. And he was like, man, he's like, you ain't gonna do nothing, this and that. He was like, you know what? You come get your dog. He's like, he'll be dead in the street. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker, this and that. And I was like, look, bro. I was like, I know you. Yeah. I don't know you, but I know you. Yeah. I was like, if you kill a dog in the neighborhood, that's 2 felonies. Yeah. 1 for firing a firearm in the neighborhood, and 2 for animal cruelty, killing a dog. I was like, so you won't really want to catch 2 felonies over a dog and you just give it back? He was kind of quiet. He was like, man, just come get your dog. Fuck it. I was like, all right.
What's people's thought process with shit like that?
You know what I'm saying?
Just give it back, but no, I'm going to kill it because I want to win.
No, it's like, bro, in all honesty, man, it goes back to what he's saying, bro. There's people with their character is questionable for whatever reason. And let's be honest, there's a lot of people out there that are incoherent, you know what I mean, and think that way. Yeah. Even though he probably would have never done it, but still, his thought process is like, yo, I'm gonna just check this fool by saying what he said, but it didn't work. It didn't work. But that just goes to show his experience, and he kept his cool, and there's a process that which he responded to, and it's like,
you did good.
That de-escalation process was quick, and he said the right thing.
Because not everyone would be able to handle it like that. Are you going to kill my dog?
Or not only that, some people could lose their cool and lower their standards and respond ugly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that just shows you know how to deal with people too. Judge them and deal with them. Yeah. That's a good thing.
It says a lot about how he conducts and runs his business. Yeah. As a business owner. You know what I mean?
So, he did it. Respect you, bro.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah. While I'm looking at it, we brought something for you. Well, we actually did this in the previous podcast.
Oh yeah, earlier. We started to do these snack challenges or whatever, food challenges. I was down in Mexico and I thought it was ironic, bro, that they had Chinese snacks in Mexico. I said, what's this? And in my head, everywhere I go, I'm like, oh, that's a good little challenge we can do. Yeah. And so I went ahead and got them. Apparently they're really famous. We tried them out. I mean, if you want to try it out.
You try it. Here's a napkin just in case.
Are you into sour stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You might. Well, keep in mind.
Is it spicy?
But keep in mind, we did a wing challenge before, and we had just finished the ghost pepper one. So we're kind of burning. So, you said don't chew it, right?
Yeah, just put it in your mouth and let it dissolve.
Yeah.
It's salty and sour.
Yeah. Okay. You might not have the reaction we did, but.
I don't know. I'm down though.
Yeah. I described it as being the most like one of the saltier like snacks I
It's
think I've
salty
ever
for sure.
had. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely salty.
I started crying, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like my eyes got watery.
Not really that sour though.
No, it's not that salt. It's more the salt. That's salt.
I told him, I said, okay, so I got it in a
Really
Mexican
lemonade.
store.
Mhm.
I felt like maybe they use that for like drinks, like either beer or micheladas, maybe. So if
We
anybody,
spit ours out. You can if you want to.
if you guys know what it is, drop it in the comments. Comment, let us know if
Yeah.
you've ever had them.
Here, we got a closer camera.
Yeah,
So here we go.
it's a Chinese candy
Chinese candy.
sold in Mexican stores.
Yeah.
So I thought it was
Sounds good.
interesting.
If you like them, you can take them out.
Dry salted plums with it.
So I figured maybe like with a beer or
Yeah.
like something michelada maybe
Something like that.
Yeah. So
That's all.
yeah, I figured something like that.
But
Yeah.
it's definitely got a shitload of lemon in it.
Yeah. Yeah, my eyes watered, and keep in mind we just finished that hot wing challenge, whatever.
Oh yeah.
So my mouth was burning. We had the what was it, the ghost pepper?
Yeah. It was
That-
a mix of so many
Yeah,
emotions.
yeah. So I was just like, woo.
Oh man, what'd you think about it? You feeling it? I can see it. Yeah.
It's salty as hell.
I used to think warheads were sour. That's fucking sour.
Chinese, bro.
Nah,
They got it down.
To me, this isn't really sour. It's like
Salty more than anything, right?
Yeah.
super salty. And,
Yeah.
and the lemon.
That's what I said. I was like, this is the saltiest thing I've ever had in my mouth.
These things are 80 calories a piece. That's crazy.
It's that sodium.
Yeah, it's a salt. Yeah,
How much sugar does that?
9 grams.
I don't have that.
Yeah.
It's not as much. Oh, I'm sorry. 0.
0. Yeah.
Yeah, 0. But still 22 grams of carbs, which is, I don't know how that balances out.
Probably breaks down from the sodium somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a fruit. It's a fruit. It's a plum.
Yeah, it's a plum.
So that's where it comes from.
Dude, it has 1,500 milligrams of sodium.
Yeah, that sounds about
So
right.
that's almost a full day. That one candy.
Yeah.
I think we're supposed to be like 2,100 in a day.
Yeah.
Bro, you hit that one candy, bro. That's crazy.
There's these ones that I really want to try, bro. Karina did it in a video one time, but
Yeah.
they're like these dried baby crabs. You see them? They're
Oh,
real
I saw
famous.
them.
The thing is,
Yeah,
every
I saw
time
it.
you go to the Asian markets, they're like sold out, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a seasonal thing, but I'm definitely trying to get one of those.
Have you done the jelly beans?
Yeah, I actually have some.
Yeah.
I could bring them next time.
Okay.
Like the
It's
different flavors.
Yeah.
I got the worst ones. I got like old shoe. I gotta try them.
The worst one's the egg, the rotten egg.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I got old shoe
Yeah,
and
it's just nasty, bro.
like a Band-Aid. I got a Band-Aid. That was gross. Yeah. So,
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Man, we were talking earlier about Swapapalooza, the show we did,
Oh yeah.
and how we were catering to so many. Well, how we brought in so many different
markets.
niches, markets.
Yeah, I know, man. I
And-
missed that one. I wish I was.
Yeah, but we're like, man, that's funny. Like even having you on the show, because we knew you through Funko.
Yeah.
I did before anything. It's
Yeah.
like because you collected.
No, yeah, for sure.
So it's just so crazy how what this community for us has done. How we met so many people in this industry.
Oh, for sure, bro. Like he asked me where I knew you from. I said, man, I used to do that show over in Arlington. Remember at the what was it? Not the Hyatt, but the
Hilton,
hotel,
right?
the Hilton.
Yeah,
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 that's
yeah.
where I first met you,
Yeah.
bro. And
Yeah, my buddy Angel got me into.
that's right. Yeah, that's when it was.
That's your buddy or your cousin?
No, he's my buddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but shit, I've known him since like what 7th grade,
Oh
7th
shit,
grade.
most of your life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, no, that's my boy. He's like a brother.
It's so funny because he brought his homeboy to my birthday. I think it was my birthday earlier last year, and bro, he looked just like Angel, bro. I thought they were brothers. He's like, no, that's my homie. I'm like, bruh. I'm like, that's crazy.
I when I would run into him, I used to be like, man, bro, you remind me of that like Jesus, that one guy Jesus, who started when he would grow out his beard.
Yeah.
He would start cracking up.
That's hilarious.
Man, who they call him something at his house, man. That he's a famous Mexican artist.
I was gonna say something like that. I know there's one that looks like him too, right?
What is his name? Like now I can't think of his name. Yeah, he looks exactly like him, bro.
Yeah, because if he does not wearing his fit and he was to dress up a certain type of way and not have the gauges and all that,
No,
bro, he
yeah.
would fit like that
Yeah.
that Latin pop
Yeah.
singer.
We're gonna put a picture of Angel
Yeah.
right here,
Yeah.
so you can see what we're talking about, and then compare.
Man, one time somebody, I wish I had the picture. I don't think I have it anymore. But sometime they cropped his head and put it on the little short king from Shrek.
Oh, that dude?
Yeah,
the one that's got so much like anger or something?
Yeah. Because the way
Lord
his hair,
Farquaad?
yeah,
That dude.
yeah.
It had that little flip right there.
Yeah. The way his hair was. Oh
Lord
man,
Farquaad.
we had that whole going around.
Oh my god, I'm gonna Photoshop his face.
That shit was hilarious.
That's
bro.
funny. Yeah.
That was hilarious.
I'm gonna text him, what up, Farquaad? He gonna be like, what?
Yeah. He'll know too. He'll know.
Right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Man, I haven't seen him in a while.
I haven't seen. Yeah,
he was doing shows for a minute.
Yeah,
him and his son,
was.
right?
Yeah,
him and his son.
Yeah.
I love seeing them because they look
Man,
so happy doing it.
He's just been chilling, man, working.
Yeah.
He just had another baby and stuff. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's just been chilling, being a family man.
Heck yeah, that's
really
good. Yeah, he's a good dude. He's a good person.
Yeah.
Like him a lot, man.
Yeah, he's the one that got me into this Funko thing, man. Because he used to always come over and he'd be like, "Look what I got, bro! I bought another Funko thing." And I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck are these things?" And he's like, "They're collectible toys." And then he showed me, and then he was like, "Bro, they got." I mean, when it comes to me and like collectibles, because I collected sports cards,
Yeah.
you know, and figurines and like stuff like that since I was a kid, you know. But I got out of it for a while, and he was like, "Man, some of these are worth money and this and that." And I mean, me just being the hustle mentality that I am, like, what's worth money? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he started showing me like, you gotta get the right ones though, and I'm like, well, how do we do that? He's like, man, we gotta, you know, they drop on certain days, this and that.
Yeah.
Man, we were going to all the Target drops, the Hot Topic drops, like, yeah, we were doing all that shit for a while.
It's fun, right? It's like it's fun while you're doing it too. Yeah. Like I guess the hunt and the thrill.
Yeah, for it. Yeah.
I used to hunt here when I first started, and the last hunt I ever did was with him, with this guy. For what year was it? 17?
It was a long
17
time
or
ago.
18?
Yeah, somewhere around
It
there.
was STCC. It's 17 or 18 now. Whichever one had the purple sticker, I think. Well, we went to Barnes & Noble, and we lined up outside. We're the first ones in line. Outside Barnes & Noble, line starts going around the building, and they let us in. Well, you know how Barnes & Noble, they always have, from the outside, they always have those two doors. You got the one door, then you got to go through, then you open another door. Okay, well, they let us in, finally when they let us in. You know, so I roll in, Jay's behind me, and then people were just following in line. But there's really no, order to it, right? So I go in through finally into the actual building. I get past, the entrance, and then, bro, everybody just ran around me. I down there got trampled, bro. People bumping into my chair.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Pushing them out of the way.
And Jay's like, I got you. Because he already knows I'm already, last in line. From being first to last, you know? So we ended up with, everything we got was, beat up.
Yeah.
We got the leftovers. Because, people ran and just grabbed whatever they could.
Yeah.
And it was a madhouse. I'm like, after that, I'm like, bro, it's not, this stuff isn't worth it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know, it's not worth, even getting hurt over, you know.
That was actually the last Comic-Con where they had mega grills that you could get at store. Because from that one, I remember clearly you got the Masters of the Universe Scare Glow. That was $300 for the shared one.
Yeah, I remember I saw that too early.
People were getting crazy money on those. Now the new releases, you get $50-$60 at the most.
And that was all at Barnes because they had Scare Glow, they had the Tigger, they had the Harry Potter,
the Tick.
Yeah. Oh, and then you get the Erotic too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Barnes was popping. They had some good
back
stuff.
then. Yeah, that was one of the last Comic Cons.
Yeah.
Now the stuff is, you can get it kind of easy.
Everything's pretty.
Online.
It was just mediocre now.
Yeah.
Like I feel like even back then, I used to look at some of the stuff that came out, and was like, oh, that's cool. Even though I don't collect it, that's fire. Now it's it's
pick and choose everything, right?
Yeah, it's super picky, and I don't even really collect now. It's the 13th Goku, you know, and it's like, bro, release a character we haven't had.
Yeah.
But no, they're releasing another Goku, and I think that takes away the excitement factor because you could release a character no one has that's never been out. Everybody wants. Instead, you're releasing their version of a character that's already out. So the people who just want a variant of a character aren't going to care. So
man, it's the same thing. It's like shoes, man. When I used to work at Foot Locker, I was a manager at Foot Locker for quite a few years, and everybody used to be able to get a pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying? And then they started doing that raffle shit, and there was, we were one of the, I'm not gonna lie, we were one of the stores that we rigged a couple raffles, but it got pretty bad, bro. You know. And then now everything's online, so now,
I mean, with sneakers and.
Yeah.
I will say this though, bro. Like, there's been some random times I walk into a Foot Locker and they got some heat. Like, random.
Yeah.
Like, people sleep on it. They jump on the Nike app or something.
Yeah.
And they score.
They forget to go in store.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
they forget.
I don't go in stores.
Yeah.
I rarely go to the mall.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not something I like to do anymore.
Man, what was it? What shoe was it? Oh, it was the what was it? The 11s that came out, the white red ones. What was that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those. Yeah, and I was like, bro, we went to the mall and they were there. I was like, this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like, people sleeping on going to the store, I guess.
I remember when the Concords came out.
Yeah.
You know, everybody went. That's when the hype really got crazy.
Yeah, I worked that one.
Man. I remember I went into the store like a week or two after they released, and they had my size in store, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't have those anymore because my foot grew, so I had to go up a size. But that's my favorite shoe of all time. But I have like 4 pairs because I dirty them. Like that's the only pair that fucking gets like super dirty.
Yeah.
And I guess because it's so white and you wear them out.
It's that mesh, bro.
Yeah, it's the mesh. It catches all the
It's
dirt.
like a sponge, right?
Yeah.
It picks up all the dirt. Yeah.
So pearly white when you get them after 6 months, they're like, they're dirty again.
That tint to them.
So it's like every 2 years I buy a new pair of Concords, and it's like just 'cause I have to. So, I love that shoe, but I'm so like, why are all my other shoes still clean and this my favorite pair is dingy? Like, I got a white shirt and an off-white shoe, and I used to not even off-white.
So that's why you started wearing these creamsicle joints, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, now man.
Yeah.
Like my cherries from my low cherries from '01, they're fucking yellow. They're yellow. Really.
I've seen them.
Yeah,
I've seen them.
But they're beautiful. Like I love them, and those I wear with kind of like more of a off-white kind of natural cream color.
Everybody in the community rocks them, bro. They like that look.
Yeah. Except my sole fell apart.
Oh.
My sole completely came off one day. I was out at a show and just my sole came off. I'm like, damn.
I there? I feel like
you
told me.
Yeah, you might have been.
I feel like
I was like,
there,
my bottom of my shoe came off.
Yeah.
I was like, man.
Yeah.
I just haven't got it reglued.
OGs though, bro. So.
When I got them, they were really dirty, and I wore them like that for a while. But then my homie taught me how to clean with the OxyClean and take away the dinge.
Yeah.
And bro, God, even though they were still yellow, they pop. They look good. They look clean.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's like I tried to do that with my cords, and it worked kind of, but cords just kind of get your pair.
Yeah.
So that goes first before my sole. My soles don't yellow. It's so crazy. I see some shoes on their bottom, they're yellowed already. I'm like, shit, how do you do that? Mine are still good.
Yours don't touch the elements.
I guess not, bro.
It's they start that sole yellow because of oxidation.
Yeah, but even some of them, they're DS. That's why I think people lie about their shoes being dead stock. Because
because a lot of people don't know is that the paper in the box carries oxidation.
Yeah. Let's put towels.
Yeah, and that'll yellow the shoe quick, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, how many times now when we go to these events, they got the things are like freaking, what is that, where they shrink wrap them? I mean, I'm like, damn, every pair. Yeah. But, I mean, that's your business, so I get it.
Yeah. I used to watch Jumpman Bostic, he's a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I met him. I met him at a sneaker con, which is, he's tall as well. He probably could have been in the NBA, he's tall as hell. But he doesn't throw the paper out. He folds it, puts it at the bottom, then gets these rags from like Walmart, just towels, and then puts it on top, and then folds the shoe in so that the paper doesn't touch the shoe, but the shoe is still protected, and he says to keep the paper.
Yeah.
I mean, that's smart. I've never done it. I should, but it's just not something I've done yet. But I guess because my shoes yellow way slower.
Bro, we were talking about earlier, I go to a lot of these pop-ups, whatever, just to hang out, whatever. I like the community. And I just got reminded of this story. There's one guy, without permission, bro, grabs this dude's shoe. And, I mean, it's not a brand new shoe, but it's a retro shoe. He takes off his, like, Hey Dude style shoe. Yeah. Boy, he had, like, his big toe, crusty toe sticking out. He's spinning it all. I was like, hell no, bro. You need to go out somewhere with that one. His big old toe was big and long, bro. I was like, no.
One of the stores I worked at when I was at Foot Locker back in the day was in the hood. And man, we would get some baby ass kids come in there running dirty ass socks. Oh, I'm gonna try this on. They put their foot in it, and then they take, especially forces. They always want to get forces. Well, I need to try it on. And I'm like, man, let me get you a sock. I got socks on. And I'm like, yeah, that sock ain't clean, bro. You know. Look like you just ran through the mud with them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And then they take them off, and then the back of the fucking shoe, the white part on the inside is like black. You know what I'm saying? Or
Nobody's
dark.
gonna want to buy that.
Yeah, like, bro, now we gotta lose that on inventory. You know what I'm saying? We gotta.
No one wants that shit.
Yeah, I can't sell that to somebody.
Yeah.
That happens more times than not, bro. Because a lot of these shows I'm going to, I'm like, man, these fools putting their stinky little feet in there, or big old nasty toes in there. Some of them try to do it with no sock.
Yeah.
They're like in flip flops or something.
Yeah.
Like, bro, come on, bro.
Like, bro, you already know what type of shoe you wear.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Now I see, hey, bro, now I see why they saran wrap them. Thinking about
put
it.
your foot in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's insane.
But I used to buy a ton of shoes before I started getting into Blanco. Now I haven't bought as many. I still buy. I just got those from my homeboy. Retro Boom.
They claim.
They're clean. I'll show the camera in a bit. But they're customs he made. And they're fire.
Yeah.
But what's it called? The only shoes I copped this year were the Cherries, the 11s, and the Lost and Found ones. I had to get those. Those are crazy.
Yeah.
And then that's really it. Oh, then the Bart Simpson SBs. I love those.
Yeah.
So, but besides that, I haven't really bought too many shoes.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
No, yeah.
Nah,
It's
yeah,
all
yeah,
another
bro.
beast.
Super expensive. The last pair I bought some Amis. You know who Ami is? Ami, this is his name on Instagram, Ami the Hellcat or something like
Okay.
that. He's actually going through a lawsuit with Nike right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because his shoes, I mean, just like anybody else's customs, they look like you know, Nike retros or whatever.
Yeah.
Retros. But he's got a lightning bolt on them.
Oh, okay.
And he had a sale on Black Friday, and I bought some. But those are all the last shoes I bought.
Yeah.
Years.
What about you?
And
I invested in those Skechers, bro. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but I invested in those Skechers because I'm always, you know, I
On
walk
the
a
go?
lot, bro,
Yeah.
a lot. And I was like, man, all my shoes, like my favorite shoe is always going to be an Air Max and 90s. And it's one of those things, it's like, I like those, but they take a while to break in.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then-
they're real heavy
yeah.
too.
And then J's, you know, I have all my old J's and stuff, but I only creep out those joints whenever it's like an event or something.
Yeah.
It's not an everyday shoe in terms of comfortability. But I invested in some Skechers, bro, and I was like, man, these look like grandpa ball walkers. Boy, I love them shoes. I love them shoes so much, bro. I was like, I'm about to go get another pair, but the ones that I bought, they're high dollar. They're like $170, like, you know, $169.99. I was like, I didn't even know Skechers sold expensive shoes, but they're meant for people that are on feet all day. And that was my last pair I bought.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
But, yeah, outside of that, I haven't bought anything in terms of shoes.
since we talked about the screen printing and all that, bro, talk about your brand. I know you printed some stuff today.
Oh yeah,
Very sure.
I mean, this is the first thing I printed for it. Me and my cousin started the brand actually in like 2008,
Yeah.
2007 when we were going hard, terrorizing the city, graffiti and everything, you know. And in 2009 we had a fallout, and I was still cool with one of my cousins because they're brothers, and then we're like each a year apart or like 2 years apart or something like that.
Mhm.
But we're the closest ones out of the family, you know.
Yeah.
And so I was cool with the older one. Me and the younger one had a fallout, and then he stopped messing with both of us.
Mm-hmm.
And like we just left it alone after that. And
Yeah.
then a couple of years went by, you know, we reconciled everything, you know, had squashed whatever we had, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And then that's when I was getting into like the digital art and the screen printing and stuff, and he was like, man, let's bring the clothing line back. I was like, man, I'm down, if y'all are down, you know what I'm saying? I was like, we'll get an LLC, we'll do it legit, you know what I'm saying? And this and that, we'll split the shares, you know, down the middle, 3 ways,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, this and that. And then the older cousin, I mean, you know, he's going through a lot right now, so he kind of fell out, because he actually went to school for digital, like, I guess, digital design or whatever, like, graphic design or whatever, so,
Yeah.
like, he knows how to code, he knows how to, like,
Oh, yeah.
use Illustrator, like, all of it, you know. He could build a website from scratch.
That's
you know,
crazy.
all kinds of stuff, you
Yeah.
know. But he's just like in this funk where he doesn't want to do nothing really.
Yeah.
So I told him, I was like, man, I give you time, I give you space. You know, the company's here whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we made this company for us, like for us, our family. You know what I'm saying? So like, like we wanted to make something that not only like we can profit off of or whatever, but we can give to our fucking kids. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, I mean, whether they want to do it or not, you know what I'm saying? If they don't want to do it, then you know whatever. But if they, you know, if they're anything artistic like us, you know what I'm saying? Like there's an outlet for them. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's what's up.
Like that's what we made it for, and then of course, like I mean, we were so into graffiti that like we just wanted to put our shit out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then we were like, man, there's gotta be. We thought about it, you know, there's gotta be a way to put our shit out there where we can get paid for it, you know what I'm saying? Cause like yeah, you can go to businesses and be like, hey, you can paint, you know what I'm saying? We do graffiti, we can do your walls or whatever, you know. Some people don't want that shit, some people do, you know. It just depends on the business.
Yeah.
You know? But then, like, man, they were like, man, what if we just, like, fucking put them on shirts and sell shirts, you know what I'm saying? So at first we were, like, looking for people to print our shit. But then, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, fuck it. What if we could just do everything ourselves? You know what I'm saying? So when the screen printing opportunity came to me, I jumped on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, if I can learn how to do this shit, you know, fuck it. Like, I'd rather do everything myself anyways, you know what I'm saying? That's how I've always been, you know? I don't need nobody to do nothing for me. I do it myself.
Right.
So, yeah, man, I fucking jumped in the screen printing game with homeboy's sister, actually Angel's sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's her.
Yeah.
So I jumped in with her, and she taught me a few things. But on the cool, she really didn't know anything about screen printing either.
Oh wow.
I learned a lot from that guy at Mac. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that like, and I'm still learning from him. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, yeah, bro.
It's full circle, man.
Yeah, it's full circle. Yeah.
Is there anything you learned that you think you can tell and like give tips on? Anybody who kind of wants to do that?
Man,
or even with the dogs, any tips you want to give?
There's a lot, bro. Actually, when it comes to screen printing like that, a lot of people don't think, like, customers don't, you know, seem like, they think like, oh, you could put this big design on a shirt, you know, this, that, and sometimes you can, but that's a whole nother process. That's like sublimation or whatever, you know, where they take a piece of the shirt, like it's basically, you know, the seams or whatever, so they'll get the front piece and they'll put it on that big ass transfer, and they heat press that whole thing or laminate that whole thing, and then it comes out on the shirt, you know what I'm saying? Like full design shirts, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but it's it's a lot more work than what people think it is, you know what I'm saying? And they're, you know, we get, I mean, I've had it, we get customers like, you know, oh, I want this, and that, you know, or they'll throw a picture on a t-shirt and they're like, well, I want it like this. I'm like, man, you really can't do that. Like, like,
I'll get you. I mean, I know I've had some requests too. They're like, well, we can do it or we can't. Just make it. You know, so just how it goes.
Especially with screen printing, because like there's companies out there that can do like, you know, 10 color, 12 color shirts, you know what I'm saying, like that. But like even if you have, like, I mean, think about it, that 10 color press, it's actually like a 14 color press, because in between every two colors there's a flash that has to cure the ink. So because some inks you can lay wet to wet, where, you know, right after the other you can print.
Yeah.
If it's not necessarily going over each other, but it's, you know, like where, like overlays basically, where there's touches, then you can do wet to wet all day. But if you got colors that go over colors, and you know, you print one color and you go to the other color, you print it, well, that screen's gonna pick up from the wet ink. So when you go to the next one, it's gonna transfer that color from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So it's just gonna mess up the shirt. Yeah. So you have to cure it. You have to dry the ink basically, just enough to where it's dry to where you can. Every screen is not gonna pick up, you know, on the next screen and go to the shirt. So those 14 color presses are like $100,000. Like, wow, they're not cheap, bro. Yeah. Like, even used ones, like they're still like 40, 50, 60,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, but yeah, I mean, it's cool, you know, but like anything, it's work, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, trust.
Even if you have an automatic, like that dude Mac has one. I think it's like a 8 color maybe, or it's 10 color or something like that. And I mean, he'll be right next to me. I'll be on the manual printing, and he'll be pumping out shirts.
Yeah.
But I mean, constantly like something fucks up on it. You know what I'm saying? The ink or whatever. Like, I mean, I've seen it happen where the screen was dry, and it went and it just ripped the screen. You know what I'm saying? Because it comes and it puts the same pressure every time. You know what I'm saying? And man, I mean, shit happens. You know?
Yeah, obviously. It's never gonna be perfect. You know?
Yeah.
Especially when it's a machine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good thing. You have control over everything you're doing with these. So.
Yeah, it takes a little longer on the manual. You know what I'm saying? But,
yeah.
I mean, shit. I got it down to where like like these shirts, it was what 24 every one. I think is what we did.
Oh yeah.
So like
18. No, 24.
Yeah, 24.
Yeah.
And I was basically doing 24 shirts an hour.
Wow. Yeah.
Basically, because I time myself. You know what I'm saying? Probably like 45 minutes.
That's not bad though, considering you're doing it manually.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's one shirt at a time. Like, like obviously, you know, like the manual. I think manual is like a 6 color, so I could load 6 shirts up, and then come down every time and boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And knock out 6 shirts like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But just me personally, like I mean, I'd rather do one shirt at a time.
Yeah.
Because I mean, obviously I could do it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like I'm up to par where I can fucking, you know.
You're not there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't necessarily take my time, but I make sure it's done right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Yeah.
And I mean, the work shows, bro. That looks amazing. So we're just excited, you know, for everything that's going on. So you know, we got our business for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have a lot of stuff. Hopefully dropping this year.
What's your brand?
With mine. And a lot of it will be like graffiti stuff like this, and then I'm doing like I really don't know what you call it. I just call it like a vintage mashup. Like I got a like the OG Toy Story logo.
Yeah.
I got that with the Epik clothing on
I saw you post that.
Yeah, that one. I'm gonna print that one up. We'll have a jogger suit coming out. Probably here in the next week or 2.
That's cool.
I just finished the design on it, and it'll be a hoodie with the matching jogger set. You know what I'm saying? A pocket logo and then a full hoodie logo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know the code's code's really not almost up because
we still.
No, we still got coldest
month.
month.
We're gonna get something going on.
February and March, you know.
Yeah.
It's crazy how that shit shifted though.
I know.
Like when I remember when I was a kid, like December, like it was super cold. You know?
Yeah, it started like in
icing and already in snow, and now it's like in February. It's like what the hell happened?
It's moving, it's shifting, yeah.
But I mean,
I always have a lot of opinions on that, the whole global warming and all that shit. But we won't get into that. We get on a tangent about that.
That's a whole other podcast.
Yeah.
Make this one.
Yeah. But man, we appreciate you being here, bro.
Man, I appreciate the invite, man.
Oh, for sure, bro. We said we gotta get him on. You know, talk about all this amazing. We learned a lot. I feel like.
Yeah, man. Thanks for just donating some time, bro.
Yeah.
I know everybody's time is valuable, bro.
I'm going right back to printing.
Yeah. That's what you told me yesterday.
I believe it, bro. Like, same thing with us. We always got a lot of stuff, going on. So we try to take the time to get back to the community in this type of way or whatever way we can.
And our viewers, they're learning a lot from what we do too. Because I think a lot of people are having some idea of what we do, but they don't fully understand.
Yeah.
Then when we talk about it, we sit here and talk about it. They're like, oh, like that's more to it than just what we thought.
Yeah, and especially like with me, like I've always kind of been like the guy in the background. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather be like, oh yeah, look, you see those shirts over there? Like I made that shit.
Yeah, I made that.
Like, you know
that's awesome.
Shit like that. And even with the dogs, like when I was out there with the dogs, like I never really put myself out there. You know what I'm saying? But this year I'm gonna be doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start like once I get the house and everything and get everything going with the dogs. I'll be doing lives every day with the dogs.
There you go.
And shit like that, and then especially printing at home. I'll probably have to buy me another GoPro and fucking
Yep.
day in the shop every day. You know what I'm saying? And
There you go.
furnish it. But
So before we go, 2 goals for the end of the year. 1 for your breeding and 1 for your brand. What are your 2 goals?
make it big, bro.
Yeah, for both. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, honestly, like, I mean, it's not even about making it big, bro. It's just living comfortably, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With what I do as my own passion. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Shit, as long as I can make money and do what I do, shit, that's all that matters. You know?
Yeah. It's facts, bro.
Yeah.
I agree.
Heck
For
yeah.
sure. So, well, once again, thank you, bro. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Thank y'all for watching. This is my boy Johnny Billions,
Yeah.
Epik Graphics.
Instagram's Epik EPIKGFX, and then the dog Instagram is BBSTX817.
Yeah. We'll be sure to tag him and put some links.
For
in
sure.
there.
Yeah, for sure, man. Y'all check it out.
Everything in the bio, and then of course he's
Website and
making our,
everything will be coming soon.
of course he's making the brand come alive, y'all. So shout out to him. Y'all need work, hit him up.
And then
You
y'all
know,
got brands. Let's make it happen.
let's go.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all sign us off.
Man, dude, I got so much foggy brain right now. I just got back. I literally have been like out of touch with the community for like over a month.
Yeah.
And then technically like 2 months been kind of on hiatus.
Yeah.
So I'm just like getting back to everything. I'm like, man, I'm
I'm trying to
struggling.
remember the intro, outro
Yeah,
right now.
exactly. But we're good.
Y'all know it.
Yeah.
Later, y'all. Thank you so much.
All right, we'll see y'all at Dusty Attic. Peace out.